Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the J-MELO Weekly Recap for April the 3rd, 2012. Yes, I know. The episode was on April 1st, but stuff happens that cannot be avoided. I meant to do the episode yesterday, but I got sidetracked on Monday, so, you know. Stuff happens. This week, J-MELO returns to LA. Yes, I said returns because she was actually in LA. Well, she wasn't, but Inoue was last year, so that was actually pretty cool. And this time there was a fan meeting, and we got to see a really cool gathering called Tune Tokyo, which I'll tell you about both those in a second. First off, we had performances from an artist called I, and she did the song Independent Woman, which is actually a lot better than the goddamn song that Destiny's Child did. I'm sorry, that song just annoyed the at me. I can't listen to that song anymore. I listened to the one that I did, but yeah. Interesting thing is, the term I in Japan, I believe, means love. Yeah, think about that one for a second. And also, we had a performance, a replay of a performance of the song Mata Koko de Amesho, or Let's Meet Her Again, by Yellow Fried Chickens. Now let's talk about the gatherings, shall we? They went to the fan meeting, and they got to find out what kind of music some of the people were listening to. Well, some of the artists that were mentioned were as follows: Beris Kobo, Dami Amoru, and Toshinobu Kabuta, which was really, really neat. And like I also already mentioned, J-MELO, Meijei performed for the fans at the performance, or at the gathering, which was definitely a really interesting thing to see, because, well, she didn't do it just once, she actually did it twice, not the same building. Second one was at Tune Tokyo, which they actually do have a website. I'm actually going to put that in the description down here. You know, down here. And go check it out. Now, Tune Tokyo is based out of, I believe, UCLA, I want to say. It's in California. And it's really cool how into, like, you know, the Japanese culture and stuff like that they get, because, you know, they don't just get into the music, they also get into the whole cosplay aspect. One particular person they met was named Ashley, who was dressed up as a gothic Lolita. Yo, Kamujio, I found a chick for you. Anyway. Sorry, I had to do that. But, Meijei got to visit her home, and found out just how big a fan of the music she was, and she actually lives at home with her parents. So when Meijei saw her room, it was all decked out in posters of Visual Kai and J-Rock artists. Interesting fact, she's been to Japan 3 times, and one of her favorite artists is the GazettE, which is, I think, really, really cool. And we'll be talking more about the GazettE in a second, because of a countdown that they did. But, yeah, she says she plans on going back to Japan to see their 10th anniversary concert. Now, this is at the time of the recording of the episode. So if the con story happened, don't flame me. I'm just telling you what it was, what happened in the episode. But it was a really, really, really cool and really interesting thing to see. It, you know, Japanese music is really becoming a part of LA if it wasn't already. I mean, you got Joe Inoue that lives over there. So you got him that lives there. Our newest Team J-MELO member that was announced is Kylie. She lives out in Arizona. By the way, it's Kyle. For those of you wondering. You know, you got Scott Taylor. He lives up in Chicago. Japanese music is becoming more of a... I don't want to say it's becoming westernized, but the fact that we have Japanese artists that were born here. I mean, look. We got friggin' Utada Hikaru that lives here, for God's sakes. Think about it. It ain't hard to put 2 and 2 together and make 4. It is becoming a... I don't know if I want to say it's becoming commercially accepted over here, or what I want to say, but it's definitely something to be looking out for in the future, how it's going to be received. Especially when we get artists like, you know, Larkin Ciel, Exit Trace. If Perfume ever comes to the US, by the way, please come to Philly. I know I've said that about 8,000 times, but please, thank you. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, to see that in LA they have these conventions, and the largest in the world. Oh yeah, they also talked about that. I've never brought this up about the 5,000 other takes I've done in this episode, but they also talked about Anime Expo, which was really cool. That is the largest convention in the United States for anime. Period. Now, in the East Coast, we have one that takes place in Baltimore that I've never been to. I've been to one in Philly called Inoue, and I've been to a convention in Gloucester County College around here, which was really interesting. I forget what the name of that one was, though. I really do. I'm not trying to be like ignorant to it, but yeah, I will say though, after going to Inoue, I'm scarred for life, because I saw a dude dressed up as Sailor Pluto. Boom. There's one thing you never want to see. Because the funny part about that was, I know I'm going off topic, but the funny thing about that was, we were coming into the building, they were walking out. Well, when the dude came out, I looked at the person that was dressed up as Sailor Pluto, I looked at him, then I turned to my friend and I said, was that a dude dressed as Sailor Pluto? And she goes, yeah. I was like, oh dear God. But at the same time, I'm like, why didn't you bring your camera? I would have loved to have had the picture to show you, actually. But, it's, trust me. Anyway. Alright. On the 30th of March, Perfume released their video for Spring of Life. They also released, they released a little bit of a short version. They also released the motion data for the animation that's on their website. The reason is I think they know that people use MMD, Make a Movie Dance. Well, if you do, have at it. As they said, have at it, guys. You deserve it. But here's what you gotta do. If you use it, you have to credit the website www.perfume-level.com. Put in a hash. You have to use use a special hashtag, or there's something else, but I totally forget what it is. I'll put everything in the description right down here. So if you want to go check that out, do download it, do have fun with it, and have a great day with it, because I'd love to see somebody use that for, like, say, oh, I don't know, Len and Rin in an MMD video. I just think it'd be cool. And by the way, before anybody asks, I'll put this to bed right now. My favorite character from MMD is Rin. Yes, I know technically they're the same person, but god damn it, I don't know, I just like Rin Kagami. It was just me. Tell you what, why don't you tell me who yours is in the comments down below, in the comment section down below here, if you choose to. Also, give me your thoughts on this week's episode. I do apologize for it being late. It will not happen this Sunday, I promise you. But you all have a great week. I will talk to you on Sunday night at about 8:30 p.m. or whenever this gets uploaded onto YouTube. But you all have a great one. I will talk to you later. Sayonara, friends.